Hey guys, it's Neil again from Heart of Texas Armory, and today I want to talk about this really cool tactical flashlight from UTG that you see in front of you. And UTG calls this their Everyday Defense Flashlight. And you can see that the L shape here, which, you know, of course, you have the defense in the name there. This is a tactical flashlight, which would be great for law enforcement or self-defense situation. Having that L shape is just a huge benefit. You get a really good grip on it. There's a lot of mounting capabilities with this type of design where you can mount it to your belt or chest rig. Just very functional design for tactical and self-defense. But it also works great in a everyday carry kind of role too. So these flashlights are new. As far as I can tell, they came out sometime in 2017, but there's not a lot of information out there on them. So I wanted to do a video review on this thing because I've been blown away by it. I think it's a really quality flashlight for the money. And if you're interested in one of these, definitely contact me. My email should be popping up. It's Neil@Heart of Texas Armory. Just contact me and let me know you're interested, and I'll give you the price. You can also go to my website and purchase it on there too, but it's best to always email me because I can give you a better price going that route. It's easier for me to adjust the invoice that way. But definitely, if you're in the market for a tactical flashlight like this is an excellent value at around $40, which is, like I mentioned, it's a really good deal. So let me move this over the side here, and we'll have the specs pop up. You should be seeing that on the left-hand side of your screen so you can see all the specs of this particular flashlight. But some of the things I wanted to highlight are the lumen. You'll see it is a 400 lumen output max, which is really good. And that's going to be great for home defense, inside a house, or if you're a police officer and you got to go inside a building or something like that. That 400 lumens is a good light output. And it's kind of a hybrid on the pattern of the beam of light. I would say it's a hybrid flood. What I mean by that is it's going to be great for up close. You're going to have a good flood, but it does have a little bit of a spot beam. It's going to project out to, I would say, probably 30 yards pretty effectively. Past that, it's going to be too much of a flood. But it's a good all-around beam pattern for anything from close up to, say, 30, maybe 40 yards max. So it's a good all-around beam pattern. With that 400 lumens, you're looking at about a 2-hour run time, so pretty good run time out of this thing. And you can adjust the intensity down from 400 lumens max down to 20 at the minimum. So you can prolong that battery life a whole lot. And what's cool is you can dim this infinitely, meaning you turn it on, it's at the 400 max output, and you hold a button here on the end, and it's going to start dimming slowly over 4 or 5 seconds down to 20. And whenever you want to stop, you just let off the button and it'll stop at that setting. So that's very effective, and I think it works great. And I'll show this flashlight in operation here in a minute. Some of the other cool things, you can notice that it is fully aircraft grade aluminum. You've got a nice pocket clip here. Again, you do have your 2 buttons here, one on the back and then your main on and off switches here on the top. You do have strike capability here on the front of the bezel. So you can see it has the serrated edge there, so you could use this for self-defense situation or something like that. It is waterproof. It's IPX7 rated, which means you can have this thing fully submerged up to an hour, 3 feet or so of water. So it's a watertight design. You're never going to have to worry about this thing getting water inside it unless you drop it in a very deep pool of water. So in most cases, it's going to hold up to any type of water that you're going to expose it to. No problems at all. So let's look at the box here and see, and we'll go over quickly some of these, the highlights of the box. So it's got good packaging. I mean, it's nothing special. I mean, UTG's is mainly, they're saving you a bit of money here with the packaging. It's nothing fancy, but you can see, go over the features here. The 400 lumen output, max output, 2 hours runtime. Y'all can read through this too here, but very high quality flashlight. You'll notice here on the side this Libra. What that stands for is the light integrated brightness emitter, or regulated emitter, and that's the dimming capabilities that this watch that I talked about earlier has. Here's some more specs for you, which we've already gone over. And then quickly, here is the manual. So you can see it comes with a decent manual. It's got enough, all the information you need. If y'all want to pause this, y'all can to take a look at it. In fact, let me rotate the camera here down a little bit so we can look at this manual in a little more detail. 1 second, guys. All right, guys, I'm back here at the manual so we can take a look at it a little more detail. So we'll flip through it real quick, and if you need to, just pause the video and you can read through any of this information here. So just some basic information about the flashlight here at the beginning, and we'll keep flipping through. Here's a diagram of the flashlight, all pretty self-explanatory. Here's how you install the batteries. So quick, definitely look at that when you install the batteries on this to install those correctly. And they're actually high quality batteries. I'll mention that. They're Panasonic batteries, which is a nice bonus. They're not some no-name brand battery. It's actually a Panasonic CR123 battery. So that's good value for, again, around $40. You're getting a lot of value here. So here's how you operate the flashlight, and I'll show this here in just a moment, but you can read through here if you want. Again, let me continue flipping through. Here's the dimming instructions and some more information on that, showing you that, the memory function and the strobe, and the rest of the specs here, which you've already seen, but here they are again for you. Maintenance, and that should be it, and a 1-year warranty, which is nice. So there we go. So that's a look at the manual. So how do you work this thing? And let me rotate the camera back up 1 second, guys. So operation on this thing is very straightforward and easy. You have a big button here on the top. That's your main power button. So when you push that on, it's at full power, 400 lumens. You can see it's extremely bright. In fact, it's probably bleeding out the camera. Now, the back switch here is your modes. So anytime you want, if you double tap, you're gonna go right into strobe. There's your strobe. Very disoriented. That's great for self-defense or tactical situations. Anytime you want to stop it, if you push this button back here, it's going to have a memory mode. So the next time you push it, it's going to come right back on to strobe. Watch. See? And you can turn that off. Back on. It will remember whatever mode you had. To go back off of strobe, you can do 2 things. You can push the power button off here, and it's going to drop it, or if you're in strobe, you can double tap it again. It goes straight back to the 400 lumen full max mode. And again, that's on and off. So if you ever want to just turn it on and off, you can use that button there. So and also, quickly I'll mention, it does have a momentary. So full push is going to be constant mode. Half push is momentary, which is really cool. I like that they have the momentary. Momentary is very effective, and I think it's a must on a tactical flashlight. So it's smart that they do have that. I wanted to mention that. It does have momentary. Remember, half push for momentary, full push for constant. So let's turn it on constant mode here. And again, we're on full power, 400 lumens. And on the back of the flashlight here, again, I'm going to hold down the button this time, and you'll see it start to dim. And it is flickering here, but on the camera. So I've now dimmed it down to 20 lumens. So we're down to a firefly mode. Again, if you turn off here and turn it back on, it will go back to full power. If we turn off with this button by just tapping, we shut it off, tap it back on, it has a memory mode, and we're back to the 20 lumens. If we want to dim back up, you just turn the power off, and when you turn it back on, it's back to 400 lumens. So if you want to use the memory mode, you just use this as the switch. So again, if you have it on and you dim it, so let's say we dim it to there. This can turn the flashlight on and off, but it will retain the memory mode. So it's very easy to use, very intuitive. And again, this button here just resets it. So I just turned it off. Now when I turn it back on, it's on 400 lumens. Very simple to use. Hopefully that made sense to you guys. Once you use this thing, it really starts to make sense, and I think it's well thought out. I like having the 2 buttons. Very, very easy to operate, very easy to use. Now, you should be seeing a video pop up right now of what it looks like when it's actually dark. So first off, you'll see the full 400 lumen version here. Full 400 lumen output. And then I will start dimming the light down You should be seeing that dimming down to the minimum of 20 lumens. And then I'll double tap it here and go into strobe mode. So you can see how disoriented that would be if you use this on someone with that strobe. And again, just to turn it off, you just push the top button there. But anyway, guys, I just wanted to do a video review of this little flashlight. I'm really impressed by it. I mean, the build quality is really good. You can see also the cap here. The threads are well done. You can see here is your battery compartment. There's your Panasonic batteries. You do have a nice O-ring. I know it's not in 100% focus. There we go. You can see an O-ring here. That's what keeps water out of your battery compartment. The threads are well done. They're easy to engage. Very smooth. No grit or anything like that. So it's all well done. The pocket clip works real well. It's a nice robust pocket clip. So hardened steel, so it's just well thought out, and you can remove that by popping it off if you don't want that on there. Very comfortable in the hand, just a really cool flashlight. So guys, I just want to do a video review of this thing. If you're in the market for a tactical flashlight and this type of setup here, definitely consider this UTG Everyday Defense Light here. It's definitely highly recommended from me. Contact me again if you want one, or just go to my website. You can purchase it on there as well. Well worth the money, guys. So this has been Neil at Harder Texas Armory. I hope you enjoyed this video review, and y'all guys take care. I'll catch you on the next one.